What up, gang? How you guys doing today, man? Audio check as usual. Can you guys hear me okay? Let's go to Adam, Jimmy, Mobex. What's up, man? What up, Ron? Chilean, what's going on? It's short trades a little bit risky, man. I'm taking this double top over the all-time high there, but I'm not too sure how we're going to inverse head and shoulder here. My concern where my target is right now is that we could bounce right now. You see here? This inverse head and shoulder here. I'll just kind of draw this out a little quickly. I'm worried we're going to hold. So we'll see. If we hold, then it fails, then it is what it is, but that's what I'm thinking right now. Stangam, what up, bud? What up? Good morning, Adam. Good evening on my end, but good morning to you, my man. By the way, how's the music, by the way? Music audio okay? Is it too loud or... Good night, everyone. How's it going, Amber? Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I wasn't really too sure if it's too loud or not. If it's too loud, let me know, though. It's evening for me, Brian. Evening. What up, Gandhi? It's really dark out, as you can probably see. I'll be right back, by the way. I just gotta turn off my lights here. I'm just gonna highlight here that on this trade setup, we could have taken profit for 1R, and that would have been the safest 1R based on inverse HNS. But I am holding this, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. If it fails, guys. Let's see what it does. Nice. Glad you're in that gold trade, man. Good evening, Historic. What's going on? Ramoy. Is the music too loud here? Okay, let me just lower it a little bit. I just lowered the music. Tell me if that's better. Yeah, Amber, you and I share the same time zone. Cool. Thanks. Awesome. Looks like MobX, looks like we could get stopped out here. This is the inverse head and shoulder that I was kind of talking about as the risk. So just so you guys know, for this trade, we could have taken it at 1R, which generally in this session, I normally just do take it for 1R. But I want to really see if we can continue a little bit lower. So if we get stopped here, that's okay. I would say that if we do get stopped out, I would look for longs then as my next play. But we'll leave it as well for now. As usual, I am going to go through the chart review for NQN Gold, as I usually do. But we'll see. We're just going to let this play out, right? If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. I'll go over exactly why I entered the trade, the risk behind it, assessing, all of that, right? Well, we'll go into all the details. Hopefully you guys traded safe for anyone who traded the New York session. I have a New York range at 3260 that did not hit in New York session. 3260. 3260. Like you're looking to break the highs here? Is that what you're saying there, my friend? You entered short on gold, eh? I find that the 2-minute on gold tonight is looking gross. Looking gross. $32.60, $32.60. Yeah, so you're looking to break the highs then, Stangham, based on what you're saying. $32.60 is like up here. That's what you're looking for then. What's going on, Alex? It's me. What's going on? What's going on? I don't trade the New York as much anymore. Honestly, ever since I started streaming with the gang here, I essentially kind of hanged up the cape on New York. I mean, it does not that big a deal anyways, because when I used to trade New York, I would only trade used to only trade options anyways. I didn't really touch futures much often actually over the New York session. What up, gang? Welcome everyone as you guys are rolling in. I'll type it out here as usual. Probably should. Oops, what happened to my thing? Always got to make sure we have that there, so it's nice and centered, right? For those who are coming in. So, well, we got two outs in the house. Yeah, I'm shorting NQ at the moment. Taking this double top off the 31-18 area. My risk here was two risk. I had the VWAP that was risky to short into. The other thing that was really risky to short into, which I could have taken for 1R earlier. I should probably mark my entry point here. Where's my thing? Yeah, we could have taken for 1R, but I'm looking for a little bit more. I want to see if we can continue this downward move. If this does get stopped out, then longs could be very much on the table. We can see here that we are holding this inverse head and shoulder setup, which is why 1R was actually the best spot to take out profits. Was mainly because of this area here, but we'll see how this kind of plans out and plays out. But if this does end up stopping me out, I'm open to looking to see if we can hold the 31-18 area and see if we can take longs from there on out. BJ, what up, what up? Good evening, ZPS or ZPS, depending on where you are in the world. Oscar, what's good, what's good? Contra, Inc. What up, what up? Yeah, we'll go through the details in a bit, gang. We'll let the chart do the chart. While we're waiting for people to roll in here, welcome to Project 365, guys. For all the newcomers, welcome, welcome. This is the slower stream in terms of price action, but it's the stream that I think probably gets a lot of the engagement because I have a lot of time to chat with the gang. So happy to answer questions in every way I possibly can. As usual, I will go through my chart review in about 5 minutes here. And then I will kind of talk about what I'm looking for on the given day. And yeah, we'll just hang today, guys. We'll just hang today. Kind of crazy to see where NQ has gone We officially cracked 30K this week, guys. 30K. For all you guys, 401ks, RRSPs, depending on where you are around the world, your retirement fund. I mean, if you got some things invested in SP 500, anything like that, things are looking good. Things are looking real good. A lot of speculation right now, though. I will say, I'm just in a lot of the conversations I've been having with different individuals from different industries. I mean, everyone always has the short bursting of the bubble mindset, but definitely having a lot more people pondering about whether or not we are pushing too high, too fast, and whether that bubble is going to pop. Who knows? No idea. I think that a lot for myself, and this is not obviously financial advice, but for personally, I like to keep myself diversified in my investments. And I think as part of my big life change that I'm about to make right now, I'm looking to actually also adjust my liquidity state, as in I'm going to actually have some more cash on hand just in case opportunities present themselves, whether it's in the real estate market, whether it's in maybe business ventures, right? But I am kind of keeping in a little bit more liquid state in the coming future here. Just to be prepared. I'm still vested in the market. I'm still in on things like that's measured on the S&P 500 and what have you. I'm still invested in tech. I got dividend stocks, what have you, right? I'm in the business industry as well, but I think it's not a bad idea to hold on to a little bit of cash just to prepare for good opportunities that might present themselves. So, what up, big boy? How's it going? Oh, ZPS. Those are your initials, Zach. All right. Hopefully I can remember the Zach. Zach, good to see you, man. Yeah, you guys are listening to Naruto, but I feel like some of the music's a little like on and off. It's been very like choppy. I don't know. I picked up like a new OST, but it's not really working as well as I like. I guess I'm trying to figure out what about previous candle price actually made you say this inverse is better than any other inverse. Hey, so Brian, yeah, my thought process. Well, I guess first and foremost, I want to make sure when you're asking that question, are you saying that why do I believe it's going to continue, or why is it going to go against me? Because technically, when I'm talking about the inverse head and shoulder, I'm referring to just the pattern that we're just forming right now. An inverse head and shoulder pattern forming where we are. That was just one of the things that made me think there's a potential that this could move in the other direction. So I'm actually thinking it's going to go against me because of it. So I don't know if maybe if you misunderstood when I said inverse, what I meant. Inverse is not a good thing for me. Inverse is technically going to go against me. I'm hoping this has followed through. The inverse head and shoulder would have been the thing that would have taken me out essentially right now, and we did. We had a pretty strong buying candle here at the moment we tagged this area, which is essentially 1R, right? But I'm going to see if we can get 2R on this trade, right? 1R was the safest one, and you guys always know when I talk about this session, I don't usually shoot for large moves, just because I generally get stuck in the range during this time of the day. But yeah, that's essentially what I'm referring to. But I will, in a bit here, in about a couple minutes here, I'm going to go through the chart review, and I'll talk about the macro, I'll talk about the micro, as I usually do with the gang, and we'll dive right into this, guys. Big boy, I'm doing good, my friend. I'm doing good. Ali, good to see you, brother. Do I trade high RR? I can, but do I trade a high RR during this session? No, I don't really. You have to kind of know where is the best opportunity for you to do that. If I was trading the Asia, like the Tokyo Open period, or if I'm trading New York, yeah, high R, no problem. I'm definitely more susceptible to that. But if you're talking about the pre-London session, no. Until London opens, I wouldn't be really looking for high R multiple generally. So hence why I'm saying that me shooting for 2R technically doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But I'm just going to take a stab at it anyways. I entered this trade before the stream even started. That was kind of the reason why I was like, you know what? If I take it 1R, I might enter and exit so fast that I won't even be able to talk about this trade on stream. So I'm just going to let this kind of pan out. But you can see here already on the chart, though, we could have taken it for 1R early on down here already. So we'll let this play, though. We'll let this play. Thanks, Trade Wop. Doing good, man. Hope you're doing good as well. Cake Trader. No cake today, man. I had quite a few Nutella with whipped cream crepe rolls, homemade crepe rolls. I'm quite sweetened out at this point, but I am gonna make myself a cup of coffee soon. Ink Trading, appreciate it, man. Much love, much love. I appreciate that, man. What up, Rasta Pasta? Cash is king. Yeah, man. You know it. You know it. Marquise, you think MFFU is moving you live? You keep getting order rejected. Is that, I don't know. I mean, you should have gotten an email or a notice. That's a really weird way to find out that you're moving live. Rake trades the morning session. He does the New York session, my friend. So for those who are kind of rolling in right now, welcome to Project 365. I am the host of the pre-London session. We got my man Ron G. He streams right before me during the Asia session. And then Rake actually does the morning open for New York. And then we have Lamelli, which is Christian, and also Mitch, which is Gamma. They will take on the power hour later on in the afternoon. So there are 5 of us that stream across 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. Sometimes 6, sometimes 7 days, depending if we're doing trade reviews on the weekends or what have you. But there's quite a few of us that are kind of on this in this posse, so to speak, right? So, Angelo, hello, Simone Rhoda, what's up? Brian, all good, man. I mean, not everyone trades patterns. I try to refer to as many terminologies as I can when I'm trading, because I know different traders resonate with different things. So that's why I point out what I point out. You should take 1R and get into a new trade with us, Josh. I mean, I could trim. Maybe do you guys want me to trim? Maybe I should trim here. Technically, we're at 1R again, so I could trim technically right now and let the last con play out and see what it does. So maybe this is what I'll do then. Should I do something like this? Hold on. Just because the chat made that comment. Maybe I'll move my hold on one second. Maybe I'll do, what is it, 1R here? Yeah, 1R was here, right? I'll move my 1R stop loss here. Right there. Okay? Let's see what happens. Do I hit my full target right now first? Or do I get stopped out on that one contract, which then obviously brings me one contract to 1R, and then the next contract, who knows? F the chat, F the chat. You know, I usually don't. I usually don't follow the chat, but just for the sake of this discussion, why not? Let's just see what happens. Do we hit PT first? Do we hit PT first? If we hit PT, that's 2R. Let's see. Can we do it? Can we do it? Are we going to hit it? Are we going to toy with the spot here? Let's see what happens. Just try reading on bar by bar basis. Yeah, man. Hey, Brian, man. Bar by bar. That's my thing. I'm a little bit crazy when it comes to bar by bar, but I agree. I mean, I think that is, if you told me to pick between what is more important, bar by bar or a chart pattern, I'd be bar by bar all the way. Of course, I run other things in conjunction, but if I had to really choose, though, that would be it. Moneybag, my man, what's going on? Am I trying to trade gold? Gold contracts rolled over, and some people had issues with orders getting rejected on the June contract. Oh, well, that makes sense. That might be the reason why the contracts look the way that they do right now. I haven't traded gold yet. I haven't. Not today. But I always do the chart review on both, though. Always do it on both. Where do you live? I live in Vancouver, my man. I am in Canada. I'm on the West Coast. So I'm in the same time zone as my fellow Southerns down in LA. Since the PT's about to hit soon, I'm just going to wait here, but I am going to do the chart review. I know I'm a little late. There you go. PT hit. All right. There you go. That is 2R trade with 2 minis, 28 points. That is about just a little bit under $1,200 on that trade. I will go over that trade. Oh, I will go over that trade review in just a bit, gang. Don't worry. I know. I got to get my coffee, actually, guys. I got to get my coffee. So, you know what? I'm just going to at least get it started. Get the coffee started before I start doing my trade review. So, BRB, 1 minute, grabbing coffee. Be right back, okay? Give me this 1 minute. I will be right back. All right, coffee's just being made at the moment. So let me just catch up on the chat here. I'll grab my cup of joe, and then we are going to start the chart review, gang. Love ya. Good to have you back, man. Good to have you back. Hope things are doing good for you. Baljeet, were you in that short trade with me? Josh, I know. It's all good. It's all good. I'm not you know what? If I really, really want to ignore it, I would have told you straight up. I'm not doing that. I was open. I was open to doing it. It's all good. What up, future past trader? Bro, you stay up. Bro, you stay up. What does that mean, Brian? Bro, you stay up. Double bottom. Possibly. Possibly. Thanks, Yacht. 3,000 years ago? Damn. That's some hardcore stuff right there. I will. Jason, I absolutely will. I'm going to do the chart review in just a bit. Oh, my coffee literally just got me. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my cup of coffee. I'm going to answer the last bit of questions, and then I'm going to hop straight into the chart review, which I will also talk about why I took that short trade, okay? I just got to pour my cup of coffee. All right, gang. I got me a cup of joe. All right, all right. Trade WAP. Nice, nice. Way to go in that trade, man. You want to learn more about fundamentals? You know what? I think there's a lot of things you can honestly YouTube. I think it comes down to what kind of style of trading you want to learn and all that. YouTube is just filled with just free information, just like this stream, to be honest, right? We're here, we chat, we trade, we talk about everything, right? So I don't know, maybe ask some questions. I'll try my best to answer some of those questions today. Balji, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in anyways. Yeah, my sleeping hours are pretty whack. I probably sleep like maybe like 5 hours a day at best. Just got in my third day. What are you trading now? I'm gonna be going over the NQ, and I'm gonna be going over the gold in just a bit. Sorry, just totally had like a brain fart there for a bit there. I didn't care, and it was pretty spot on to level them. There's a reason you still like to draw your levels menu. Aloha Trader, yeah, man. I'm really big on wax on, wax off. Like, I find that it's almost kind of like ritualistic, therapeutic, call it whatever you want. I like to do things manually, so it actually builds the repetition for me. And I also find that when I am forcing to manually chart my chart, it also forces me to read the chart and cycle through the different time frames. I'm not big, like, I'm all for automation when it comes to like helping me with efficiency in my day-to-day work. But even then, there are some things I just don't like to automate. I personally really like to get manually involved, like emails, for example. I know a lot of people these days use AI to type a lot of their emails. I don't mind if it gives me maybe a foundation, but I like to type my emails the way I manually do it. More so because depending on who I'm speaking to, I like it to be as personable as possible. So give and take, but that's kind of like my 2 cents on that though. How you still have hair then? Brian, I mean, I guess I haven't hit that age yet, man. I haven't hit that age yet. And Ali knows what I'm talking about. He has kids too. What sleep? Online Game Boy. I mean, it's very hard to ask just the general question to provide the answer for that. I would say you have to test your probability. I've personally never traded 50-minute highs and lows and only based it off of that and seen what my win rate looks like. I haven't done that before, so I can't really speak to it, but I don't know, possibly. I don't use ICT at all even. Like I have students that I work with that are using ICT methods, but I personally don't, so. All right. Yeah, I'm going to get into the granular, guys. All right, so I see that there's about 200 of you guys on the stream. Welcome all. Let's get those thumbs up in the chat, guys. I'd love to get some giveaways out to the gang today. As you guys already know, the way that I rock with this is if you get me to 200 thumbs up faster, I get those accounts out faster, which also means it gives a higher chance I can do a second giveaway as well. So just something to kind of put it out there for the gang. Welcome to Project 365. I am Alan. I am the pre-London host. I'm known as Azheng Trades. And used to, for those OGs who know me from the past, I used to be called Uchiha Trades. Hence my obsession with Naruto. So I am going to jump into this right now. Let me just copy and paste this over so I have this here as well. Oops, what happened there? Oh, there, that's where it went. I was like, what happened to that? All right, we're going to do the trade analysis here now, guys. So again, we're going to go to NQ first. So let's, as usual, let's go on to the weekly time frame. The NQ is on an absolute tear right now after that weekly failure to go lower, almost kind of like a 3-bar play break up to the upside with that gap up. Will we gap back down at some point this week? I don't know. I don't want to speculate. But if we do get very, very harsh selling for any reason, I wouldn't be surprised if we close that gap off. But I'm honestly not counting on that, especially with the bullish sentiment. You guys have probably heard many times in the past, the trend is your friend. Don't fight the trend, guys. It doesn't ever bode well for you. On the daily time frame as well, definitely some nice solid bullish action right now. Because of the session that we're in at this current state, you may not get the best of follow through, and that's totally okay. But as of right now, I am looking for us to continue higher. Could we, again, and I reference this a lot, so some of you guys are probably getting used to me saying this. When I look at Fibonacci, I don't use Fibonacci retracement often at all, but if I were ever to use it, I always like to use it from the 50% retracement spot. So what does that mean? On the daily time frame, what I would be looking for, what the heck did I just do? Did I just press the wrong button? I totally just did. If I'm looking for a 50% retracement, basically what I'm looking for is a move back down here to around 29,897. So that's assuming that we get a pull down. That is where I think we could tag before we continue going higher again. And that is a big if, right? I'm not saying that in any way form that we're going to go down, but it's, again, hard to fight the trend. Have to be very cognizant of that when we're looking at the chart. As of right now, I have no reason to look for a large move. This is where, like, when we are going on an uptrend and we're just setting higher lows, I myself personally would be just looking for either short-term short trades, but looking for larger move long trades, right? So especially right now, I would say that now that we've tagged the lows, I'd be looking for us to move higher based on what we have set up here. I like the hourly close on the last hour for a bullish sentiment. And when you guys asked the question earlier, is this like a double bottom? And I did say, like, you know what, this is a very good plausibility here. I like the double bottom thesis. The risk here, obviously, is that if you miss the initial entry, it's hard to want to enter at this point in time. Kind of like what I mentioned earlier. For those who don't know my trading style, although I don't trade off indicators alone, I do look at them as a point of reference for conviction. And so in the same way that earlier when I shorted into the VWAP, that was a risky move on my part to do that, especially considering how sharp our move up was. But in the same regard right now, if we were to double bottom, my risk is, like, do we end up rejecting this VWAP 200 EMA spot? So that becomes a risk. Again, in every trade we take, we have to bear the understanding of, is this worth my risk? And if you're hesitating, there's two things you can do. You can either paper trade it or you can micro trade it and gather your facts, gather your data, right? Because when it comes to trading and expected value, many of you guys are lacking that confidence. Either hold the trade longer or you guys lack the confidence to execute. And that comes from your inability to truly understand your expected values of trade. And that comes from backtesting, journaling, putting reps on the market, right? All that type of jazz. So as of right now, I made this comment in the chat earlier as well. The Discord, sorry, not the chat. I really like the way that we double topped here. I mean, for those who know, when I look at patterns, I like the double top patterns. That's usually one of the patterns I look for. Does it mean I automatically take a short on a double top or a long on a double bottom immediately? No, it doesn't. But it is something that I do look for. Like, it's one of the many check boxes on my playbook when I look for a setup on the given trade. I definitely would not have anticipated for us to move down as low as we did after that double top. I would have thought that we would have held that 31.18 area a little bit better. But, in the same regard, I flipped that script, right? As we made lower lower move down. I didn't get a chance to catch the original lower high short trade here. Just because around this time I'm getting my kids ready for bed here. But as I hopped back and I was preparing for the stream, I did see us that we were setting up here. And I was actually looking for something. Let's see if we like double top, like a double top rejection of what was prior as a support. So I really liked the resistance here that we were holding. So what I was looking for was a flip of script. In the same way that this was acting as the all-time highs for us from the New York session, this also played as a support in today's session. And so for me, I was kind of looking to see if that once we broke below, could we retest it for shorts again? It was risky for me to take it because we had already had the initial move, and how sharply we recovered it obviously made me a little uncertain of whether or not this was going to actually play out, or whether we were going to put in an inverse head and shoulder, which I kind of showed here. Let's move that chart around. What I was worried about here, this inverse head and shoulder, which you did get that spike. You saw that here, right? Right here on this candle bar, we ended up spiking right back up, right? So then I was like, oh, am I going to regret holding onto this trade and not taking it for 1R? Now, of course, as I always say, I always respect the trade. So I kept it as is, and I let it play out. And so as you can see, we did end up coming back down, which was obviously great to see. And I know Josh in the chat, you made a comment. I know you were just joking. Don't worry about it. I'll get it. I'm not holding you to it. We were moving pretty close. I think it was about like 6 points away from target. And when someone in the chat, he made the comment saying, hey, oh, you should just close this trade out, take 1R and take another trade. So I'm like, you know what, just for the sake of the fact that I do have 2 contracts, I ended up keeping my 1 stop loss above here for about 15 points or 14 points. What was it again? Let me just double check. 14.25 points. Yeah, I had 2 contracts really. So I kept 1 contract at the stop loss. I moved 1 contract into 1R for my stop. So in that scenario, price was either going to hit my PT and knock out both my contracts out, which is what I ended up getting. That was about a little under $1,200, right? Or I was going to get stopped out for one contract for 1R, and that last contract either would have gone stopped out or hit the PT after the fact. So best case scenario, I got what I got, which is what I did. I got my 2 contracts knocked in. That was 2R trade, risked 14 points for about 28 points. Now, if it was the other way, worst case scenario, it would have been a 1.5R trade. Either way, still would have been a positive expectancy. But that was kind of like the roll down on why I took the trade that I took. Looks like short's still playing out right now, and this is exactly why. So you guys heard me. I literally just told you earlier, as much as this double bottom looks great, I didn't want to double bottom this. Why? Because we were going to double bottom into the VWAP. And what did we just do? To a freaking T? Bam, right there, right? We shorted. Right back down. Obviously, I wasn't taking this trade. I was talking to you guys this entire time, right? I wouldn't expect you guys to take it right off the rejection immediately as well. But nevertheless, though, if you just think about from our multiple perspective, a nice 1R trade would have been locked in off that reject already right there. So I don't know if anyone caught that short while I was talking, because I did bring it up earlier as the reason why I didn't want to long was because of that risk right there. And it obviously ended up kind of playing out there. But that's the reason why I took the short, man. That's the reason why I took the short. I had the pattern I wanted. I had the structure that I wanted, although I had some controversial alternatives to that trade that could have worked against me. It ended up playing in my favor. Game of probability, I'm glad it worked out. But yeah, that's the reason why I took the trade. So that was a 2R trade, 28 points, 2 contracts. So overall, pretty solid. Really happy with the trade. I'm just going to read the chat a little bit here before I kind of hop into my next chart review, which is going to be on gold. Just gonna leave that here, but leave that, don't need that anymore. Just reading the chat here. What am I missing? That's good. The gritty. My youngest 8 just started sleeping through the night, but he's up at 5. Yeah, man, I don't know about these kids. I swear, when I was a kid, man, I loved sleep. You could not wake me up if you wanted to, man. My kid, man, I don't know if it's because somehow, like, my later life of my genetics has, like, got into him or something. He sleeps late and he wakes up early. Like that was initially the reason why I stopped trading the New York session originally, because it was like clockwork. Every day I'd get to my computer, 6:28 a.m., 2 minutes before the market opens, and my kid would come up and be like, "Oh, good morning, Daddy." And I'm like, "Ah, oh, damn it," right? So like for me, it's like I'm not gonna trade. Like he's there, right? Like my family means more to me than anything. So I was like, okay, and that kept happening over and over again. I'm like, you know what? This is a sign from above. I clearly am not allowed to trade the New York session. So I just, anyways, that was what started the trend of me moving over to futures, moving over to the Asia session, all of that. That's actually a big part of what geared me in that direction. So actually, I can almost say that I can owe my success that I had last year with my high 6-figure payouts because my kid pushed me to moving into futures because I just couldn't trade New York anymore, right? So, but yeah, that was kind of the quick story of that. But that's that. No problem, online Game Boy. Sleep is for broke people. Well, to be honest, I probably should sleep a little bit more. It's not good how little I sleep. You know I watch you a lot when you took the same trade. Yeah, man. It's good. I'm glad you were able to lock that in, MobX. See, Ali remembers me from the OG days, man. OG days. Tesla was my baby, man. Tesla was my baby. Hey, Toxic. Doing good, my man. Hope you're doing good as well. Can NQ reach 32, man? I don't know, man. At this point, I don't have a lid on NQ anymore. NQ can keep doing what NQ does. I mean, for the sake of my long-term investments, I'm a happy camper that it keeps going higher and higher. How big are you on moving to break even? Almost, Sergey, almost never. I almost never. I'm pretty aligned with Jake on that one. Like, don't get me wrong. There could be moments and times where I may want to, but it's very unlikely that I ever do. There has to be a market structure reason as to why I move a trade to break even. Let's just put it that way. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I mean, the FF indicator is this one right over here. So this is a good example as well. And I'm turning my head around because my screen's over here. The 5-minute trigger line here and the 2-minute trigger line also would have been a reason for why you would have wanted to short the NQ. So if you like didn't know all this other stuff that I'm talking about, like the support and resistance, the VWAP, the market structure and all that, on the FF indicator, the 2-minute trigger line as well as the 5-minute trigger line ended up becoming a really good guiding plate for us to actually take that short trade as well. So Aaron, to your point, I think just like any instrument and any indicator you use, it all comes down to the user and the trader. Do I like it? Absolutely. It's why I have it there as an additional backup for me. All right, Trade WAP. Enjoy getting refreshed, my friend. Mass Clutch. Oh, you shorted as well, eh? Let's go. I'm glad you caught that as well. Quite a few of us did, it sounds like. Aiming for 3. I can see that someone's still in the short trade. Zach is aiming for 30,050. 30,050. Hey, yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Definitely risky. I mean, you can see the balance off that 30,067 level. We had that big wick back right up right there. Thanks, Ali. Would I ride it up to VWAP now? Now, I don't know when that question came in, but I wouldn't. I'm not interested right now. I think it's a little bit dangerous right now, right? Because since the double top, we've been kind of like pushing downwards. So I'm not really interested in longing right now. I'd like for us to break back above the 31.18 area before I even think about taking longs. I'm going to keep my short thesis at this moment in time. Paran, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Daniel, what are your thoughts on a retest of this range from below? Hourly trigger plus 4 hour, failed to go higher. Bearish close within the next 25 minutes or so. Failure, hourly trigger, 4 hour, failure to go higher. I don't know. Let's see it. Let's take a look. What are we looking at, my guy? Yeah, I mean, I think if you're looking at these larger time frames too, right? This might be a reason why you don't want to long either, because like if this 4 hour closes the way that it does, again, depends on what kind of chart that you want to look at. It could very probable be a reason as to why we continue melting further down, and then maybe find the retracement back up over the New York session, right? Armando, it totally is the genes, man. I feel bad for my kiddo. Hey, Contra, let's go. Glad you were able to get funded on that GC trade. So we rally back into the range. Yeah, it's all good. That's all good, man. I can't not trade the New York session either. My kids wake up in that time, and that's my time spent with them. I get about 20 minutes while they eat breakfast. Yeah, see, I think every parent out there can really appreciate that. I think there's probably a lot of parents on the stream right now as well. It's probably because this is the time where your kids are in bed and partners are in bed, right? So you have the time to be able to take a look at this. Billy, I trade all time frames. If you're generally speaking, I'll have the 2-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute time frame up here for you guys to view. But I chart on larger time frames. I execute on the smaller ones. Currently using TOS for charting. I want to switch to TradingView soon. Is TV free? If not, how much do you pay? TradingView does require data, so you do need to pay for the data in order for you to get the full package of things. So I've been trading options for quite some time, so I didn't even hold back. I actually paid for the maximum full package that you can get. I think they call it expert or pro or something like that. Generally speaking, out of the way, I would recommend waiting for Black Friday deals, because if you missed the Valentine's Day deal already, the Black Friday deal is probably gonna be the best one. So I don't know, maybe you pay for cheaper data for now and then pay for the bigger one later on. Just because when they go to Black Friday, they do like an 80% off, which is pretty banging. That's probably the best time to sub for TradingView. But I like TradingView. I don't have TOS where I am. In Canada, unless you're in the Toronto, you basically don't get TOS. That's not even an option. TradingView is my only thing I know of. Ahmed, can we short here? Yeah, I mean, you can. We're still holding, man. We're still holding that area. So we totally can. We got, what, 19 minutes left until this hourly close. I get a little worried. I mean, we're in theory, we're kind of like triple bottoming here, right? And we held the 3067 area. So maybe that might be the thing that's going to give us this push up. If this 5-minute bar closes above the channel, that would be even better, but it's probably not going to. Yeah, I don't know. Right now, we're kind of stuck in the middle of the range. Yeah, that last bounce probably did hurt, no doubt. Can you make an AI model after yourself so I can use it to talk sense into myself when I have the urge to rush into a trade? You could re-watch my stream over and over again and hear my voice, the little Alan in you. Yeah, this is the parent hour, 100%. You do need data for futures. You do. Absolutely. I know prop firms also have data as well. I don't know if that passes on to TradingView. I can't speak to that one, just because I've always paid for data on TradingView. You can also get plans cancel after a month, and then you can get a better price to stay. Well, there, what Andik just said. I guess, yeah, you could try that too. Yeah, see, Mass Clutches know what I'm talking about. Like $200 for a year is pretty solid, man. Wolf on Robinhood. Hey, Zhang, we used to trade Tesla options 2 years ago. MJack, AJ, just wanted to say, been watching the progress your gains have been really good. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, see, if he's from the MM, he'll remember the days, man. Tesla was like, I think my success rate on Tesla was pretty unreal, to be honest. Like in hindsight now that I think about it, like, man, I don't know how I did that, what I did back then. I was like, I would say probably 3 to 4 out of the 5 days a week, I would find ways to get wins on Tesla options. So Zach just commented there, $10 for Apex level 2 data. Oh, it does, but it's delayed. Okay. Calic, you're in gold shorts right now. I haven't done the gold chart yet, so I guess I should probably talk about the gold chart in a bit here. Thanks for, by the way, I can see that the numbers are kind of rolling in here. Welcome to Project 365, guys. If you guys want a 50K account giveaway, man, drop a thumbs up right now on the stream. If we get to 200 thumbs up, I'll start the giveaway right away with you guys. So let's do that. Regarding session expectation, if you would have gotten an entry off the 67, what would be a proper expectation? I mean, it's a big what if, right? Like, I think that after I would wait for that 5-minute bar close at the very least before entering. That's a big if. That's assuming that I even think it's safe to have long there. But I would have waited for the 5-minute bar close at least. I almost blew my 50K. Good thing it came back down. 500 more to pass. Hey, Manuel Trading. Good to hear, man. That's great. Joshin, thanks for always tuning in, man. It's good, man. Busy as always. On the go, 24/7, man. All right. Well, you know what? I am going to go through the gold trade thesis right now. Let's go do this. Let's go through the gold trade thesis, gang. Sorry. So on gold, let's take a look here. So same old, man. On gold, we're going for shorts right now. We're looking bearish. I know you guys are on the stream all the time are probably getting tired of me saying it because it's like but hopefully you're seeing the continuity in what I talk about. I'm fairly consistent with what I refer to. I'm still very bearish on gold. It's not proving me any other reason why. Of course, we still have these swings up, but like we're trying to get lower. I think that if we can break beneath this area, we can very much likely tag my 4455 AOI, which I also have a channel in this area as well. So I think that's what looks like we're shaping up right now for gold. This hourly close, if it's bearish as well, might give us even the additional conviction to move lower. So we'll watch for it. I mean, it doesn't mean we hop into shorts immediately just like that, but it's definitely something that's important for us to keep watch of, just based on the way that we're forming right now, right? Ideally, I mean, we can see that the New York low, and I'm just gonna draw this out here just to show you as a visual structure. We have the New York low here, so I'm gonna type that out. New York low. Yeah, I'll just do that there. So yeah, we have the New York low here right now. So we could potentially bounce, but I think what it would be kind of nice to see on gold right now is to see if we could make a move. Where's my arrow button? There it is. We'll like to see if we can kind of do something like this. Maybe tag down. If we do bounce, see if we could break through and get even lower. Oops. This is kind of what I would like to see. See if we can hold beneath this 44.91 level. And then kind of come back down. We'll likely get a bounce at the New York low here. If we could break through that again, I would look for that support flip resistance of the lower high. See if we can tag down between the 44.55 area. So that's what I would personally look for gold. I don't like the way that the contracts are moving right now. I know someone mentioned about the rollover of contracts. I'm not too sure if that had anything to do with it, but I'm definitely not interested in trading gold just based on the way price is moving at this moment. I'd probably just stick to NQ at this point. What up, Johnny? Danny, so on the assuming that we're talking about, assuming we took it, that's just assuming we did take it though, right, Danny? I'm not saying that I would have taken that trade. That's the problem. I think, yeah, see, I don't think I would have taken this trade. Like, this is too risky for me. I would have avoided that trade completely. So if you're asking me what would I have used for a profit, I wouldn't have used any, because I wouldn't have taken it, to be honest. Trading is addiction, my man. I still haven't overdosed yet. Yikes. I hear you, man. I hear you. It really is. People who don't trade will never understand how hard it is to just not take a trade. It's hard to comprehend for a lot of people. How we doing, gang? How we doing? 126 thumbs up, guys. We are missing 74 before we do the 50K giveaway, guys. What's up, Raj? TPT is my bae, Hassan. I like TPT a lot. It's one of my go-tos, actually. If you take a look at my trader stat payouts, give me a second here, I'll switch over. If you take a look at my trader stats payouts, a lot of my payouts are actually from Take Profit Trader, as you can see. So I'm a strong advocate of Take Profit Trader. It's hard. It's not an easy prop firm to trade with, but it's one that I definitely I do strongly recommend, though. It gives you the closest thing to like a live trading experience. That's why I like it. And right now, Hassan, I think the promos, I don't know if it's based on Eastern time zone or not, but the 50% off is actually ending today. So I don't know what time zone that's today is based off of, but it ends today. So 50% off. Use code RAKE right now. 50% off. The 50K accounts are basically $85, and the 150K accounts are about $180. I mean, to get that much drawdown, to get that kind of account for that price, it's pretty hard to beat out there, man. Hey, when you hear Jake talk about the opening print, is that the daily open at 6 p.m. or does each session have its opening print? I'm curious because I get confused on which one to mark up when marking levels. Yeah, hey, Oscar. So because Jake trades the New York session, I'm almost 100% sure he's referring to the New York Open. So that would be 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mass clutch, right on, man. Good luck. Good luck. I know that's the hardest part, but once you get past there, man, you're there. Thanks, Toxic. TPD is just hard, man, when you get to the funded phase because there's intraday trailing drawdown. And a lot of people struggle with that. If you're a scalper, then TPT is your bay because you don't really need to worry too much about intraday trailing if you're scalping. But if you're like a high R multiple trader or just a person who wants to hold the trade, it can be quite difficult, man. Aloha, yeah, you know what? I think the select plans with Tradeify are pretty solid. You know, I definitely really like them. I prefer the flex plans. Like, even though I can't trade them. If you were asking if I was trading today, which one would I prefer? I would choose the flex over the daily. And the reason why I would is because the flex has more, in its word, flexibility. It's got more freedom, less rules, and a higher payout potential. Whereas with the daily payouts, although it's great to get daily payout, but technically speaking, after an X amount of daily payouts, they're just going to move you live. So when you think about the daily payout, if you're only like taking bits and pieces at a time during your daily payouts, then it's not as good for you, I guess, if you think about it, right? So I guess really kind of depends on what your end game is. If you want to move live ASAP, then I guess you wouldn't really care about that. But naturally, I would choose the flex plans over the daily plans when it comes to Tradeify. Aloha. P1, hello. Hassan, you have to train out 3 days to pass. Yeah, man, take your time, man. No rush. Don't rush the process, man. Do I recommend short trade 1-1 with take profit trade due to the intraday trailing for the program? Yeah, man, I would. I generally when I'm still in the intraday period, I will do 1R, especially during these sessions. Do you usually let your profits accumulate on TPT and withdraw weekly, monthly, or do you request payouts every day? So FX Peter, most of the time, I would say almost always, I will request the payouts every single day. That's essentially what I would do. Sometimes on the really rare occasion, like maybe let's just say on my like 150K account, I made like, I don't know, like $300 today. I might not withdraw that. I don't know. I might just keep it in there and do whatever I want with it. But most of the time I do withdraw it every single day though. No problem, Oscar. Do you have any pointers for the intraday on GPT? Josh, I think I answered the question as I was answering everyone else's. So let me know if I didn't answer the question. I got a 50K TPT on my second day and at 2,400, but I'm scared for the intraday trail. Hey, Johnny, are you funded already? I got my 50K TPT on my second day. Yeah, are you funded yet? Oh, no, you're not funded. I see that. I'm reading down the chat. You haven't gone funded yet. Okay. Yeah, I know. Once you get to the funded stage, your intraday trailing will kick in. Do you use the same trading system as Rake, or do you tweak it a little bit? The Mastermind Rake trade system is my foundation, but I have evolved it to trade the way that it works best for me personally. Just as any of the hosts that are on Project 365, we've evolved our trading in our own ways, but it is our foundation. I don't copy trade, so I wouldn't speak to that personally. I know Terrified said copy trade. I have a lot of students that copy trade and they do a phenomenal job of that. But I personally don't like doing it. It's not good for my mental, so I never will copy trade. Yeah, JT Lakers know what I'm talking about. It's tough. Yeah, see, Adam kind of just highlighted that 100%. That's another reason why I think flex are just better. Ali, my man, thanks for popping those in the chat. Yeah, I mean, code Rake right now with any of the prop firms, man. 40%, 50%. Depends on what deals they have best right now. I take advantage of it. If TPT still has their 50% running right now, I totally recommend it. Jake and I actually personally, we were just talking about it over Instagram. Like, he scooped up 10 accounts himself. I scooped up 10 accounts as well. Literally for no reason other than because it's so cheap. I mean, you may as well. And I'll just kind of take my time at them as I go, right? Yeah, mass clutch. It's not for everyone, man. You and I are the same probably in that regard. How long does it take you to be profitable after the MM? Are you asking how long it took me to be profitable or how long it should take someone to be profitable? Because the latter that's irrelevant. You can take as many classes as you want or as many trainings as you want. There's no certainty of timeline. Trading is not like a job. It's not a linear path. It comes down to you. Do you have the ability to master your mentals? Do you have the ability to not be greedy, to master your discipline? I think those are all the things that really accumulate and impact your trading rate. So, no problem, FX Peter. Do you usually keep some extra profit in the account to build a larger drawdown buffer? I think I answered that question earlier. I'm not sure if you missed it, but I don't. I basically just leave the buffer that I'm forced to keep, and that's pretty much it. I don't hold on to more than that. Chalam, hi Alan. When you take payouts, do you take out the full amount possible, or do you leave? Same question. So yeah, I think I answered that question already. 50% on Lucid always gets the direct, in my opinion. Yeah. If there is I would say whenever there are 50% off discounts, with like Lucid, which they do have right now still, I think, the direct funded, man. I mean, the straight to funded is a pretty good deal when it comes to that. Like most of the times, I'll go for evals, but if you have like a solid deal where like it's 50% off, if you're Lucid or Tradeify, straight to funded accounts are like $250. I mean, that's pretty solid. It's kind of hard to beat. I can't, Lisa. I have no idea actually. I don't know the geography limitations. You'll have to search up on the website to see if they offer opportunities for you in Australia. I have not tried Vanquish Trader, but I've seen it on other influencers' affiliates though. But I've never tried them before. Hey Alan, when you request payout with TPT first, it hits approve, then it moves to your wallet, then you request to withdraw from the wallet, and it gets approved again. What is the process like? Yeah, hey man, yeah, it's so. Let me see if I can break this down for you. So let's just say that, because today, right now, it's 10 o'clock already for me, 10 o'clock at night. So usually what happens is that after the New York session closes, about the time when Tokyo session opens, which is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for me, that's 2 hours after Globex, which is 4 hours. Tokyo opens 4 hours after the New York session closes, okay? At that time, it gives me the ability to request for a payout. Once I request for it, it usually only takes about an hour to move into the wallet. Once it's in the wallet, you have to request to withdraw it out of your account. During that process, it usually takes up to 6 hours to 7 hours before it actually says it's ready to proceed, which then you click proceed, and then it goes into your Wise account, which that can take up to 6 hours again. So in reality, yes, you're requesting it and the money comes out of your account within 1 hour of requesting, but it doesn't hit your bank account pretty much until 12 hours after, assuming it passes the hands of the wallet, the withdrawing, the Wise, and all of that stuff. So hopefully that helps. I know it's a little kind of crazy, but I mean, Mr. Juan Carlos, I just use Wise now because the props that I use are focused on Wise. Like My Fund of Futures, Tradeify, they use Rise, but I can't trade with them anymore, so I don't even use Rise anymore. Yeah, Mass Clutch, as soon as the money comes out of your trading account and it's in your wallet, you're safe. As long as it's out of your account. That's like the key part. If it's still in your account, then you don't want to touch it. We're about 52 thumbs up away from doing the 50K giveaway, gang. Hey, no problem at all, man. No problem at all. Give me a second here. Give me a second, gang. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. Breaking the VWAP, might see the flip up now. Haven't broken yet, man. Haven't broken yet. We gotta get that candle closure. Do you have any take on the 4-hour candle close on the NQ? I don't know. I don't know. What does it look like? It's about to close right now. Yeah, I mean that's a bearish signal bar, so that alone would mean that longing's not a great idea. But we'll see right now. Let's see how we react, man. I think the same area that I shorted in earlier, excuse me, sorry, is probably the area that I would watch to see how we react. Like, it could be worth taking a stab for shorts again up here. If we had a tight stop loss, depending on the, well, we have to wait to see how the bar is set up. I actually need to switch my account too. Give me 1 second here. I gotta switch my account because I've already got my win on this account today. I think the Zach, the larger, the more the better, man. Like a 2 minute bar close is a start, but I mean, I'd like at least the 5 that gives you a little bit more. But even then, I'm not a breakout trader, right? I generally like break and retest. So even if we break above it, I wouldn't long because we already know we have such a large, strong resistance up here, right, at the 3118 area. So I personally would still watch for shorts right now. I would not look for longs yet. Ali, man, no dessert for me tonight. I already had so many Nutella crepe rolls earlier. That's why I'm just drinking coffee. Gold. You're looking at gold right now? So what was your comment there? Appears to look balanced. Or wait for the PDL. Appears to look like retest. I mean, either way, to be honest, yeah. I mean, you can trade the longs, you can trade the short. Comes down to your thought process of what you want out of gold, right? I'd like a break and retest of 4480 if that's what you're referring to. I'm ready the bar by bar book and it's very dense. Could you please give your insights into what Brooks means by any bar can be a signal bar? That's confusing now. Yeah, I know, right? And you know what the reason is why Al probably says that though, Aman? It's because of the fact that it is true. You know, like if I sat here today, guys, and I said, hey, you know what, guys, I really like the 5 minute signal bars. Someone who trades an ICT style might say, I don't need a 5 minute. 5 minutes too long. I like my 1 minute signal bars. Someone else who swing trades might be like, hell, I'm not going to do a 1 minute bar. That's wild, man. I'd rather wait for an hourly bar. That's essentially what it refers to, is that it really depends because trading is not a one size fits all. I think everyone who's learning trading, whether you're brand new, you've been around for a long time, you guys are telling yourself and thinking that it's just like a job. You know, you're thinking that you can just clock in and clock out and it's as simple as that. And, you know, but I think that when it comes to trading, it's not that. It is an art, right? What you choose to focus on, whether it's the 1, 2, 5, 15, an hour time frame, it really completely up to you, man. It's really hard to decide what's the most makes sense. That's the reason why I think he says that I'm on. So I don't know. Hopefully that answers the question. It probably doesn't help, but I think it answers the question. Zach, are you still looking for the Globex target? What is it, 30,050? Is that what you're still looking for right now, Zach? Let's get those likes up, gang. I want to do a giveaway. 60, eh? Why 60? Is there a market structure reason for 60, or is it just a really random number for you? Hey, thanks, Learning. Thanks for tuning in again, man. Whole numbers. Okay, okay. Hmm. Sorry for the yawning. It's been a long day. A little tired. So who was I talking to earlier when you guys were asking me? Oh yeah, I think it was Danny that has asked the question. This is the reason why I didn't want to long. Like it's hard to think about longing right now because of this. And this is what I mean earlier as well. Like this for me looks bearish, right? Like, it looks like we want to continue. Now we're holding this channel range that I had. So let's just see what we do here. But this is what I meant by I just didn't want to long into this. Does TPT have a minimum to take out? No, I don't think so. I mean, like, mind you, I've never had like a $100 profit day, so I don't know how low it is. Like my lowest profit request I've ever made was probably like $600. So I don't know. I can't speak to that too much. That'd be my answer. Oh, it's 250 the minimum? Okay, Leo knows. Leo knows. Thanks for answering that, Leo. Appreciate it. Yeah, the lowest I've ever done is 600 bucks, so yeah. Are we almost at 200, gang? We need 12 more thumbs up and we'll do a 50K giveaway. All the new guys that are hopping on here, I know it sounds repetitive for the guys who've been here for a little bit now, but welcome to Project 365. I'm here to chat with the gang, trade. I like to trade NQ and gold most of the time, and with the way gold's looking right now, I'm going to stick to NQ personally. But yeah, man, welcome. Ask any questions you guys want, man. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to answer questions. Answer questions, trade some charts. Got my 2R trade on short on the NQ earlier already. I've switched my account now since I already got a win on that one, so I'm into another account now. Let's see what we can get on the day. Logan, yeah, I mean, I think when you ask that question, it comes down to like bigger picture. Obviously, we're not bearish, bigger picture. I think the intraday session is just having its pullback, and I'm just taking advantage of the weakness that we're having before we have the bigger move up. I just don't feel comfortable longing from where we are right now. I know some people are trying to long off of this area here, that level bounce, or maybe they want to long off of Globex, and maybe you can, but yeah, right now I'm definitely more bearish than I am bullish. Hey brother, are you explained logic of the trades on your personal YouTube vid? Logic of the trade. KG trade, I'm not too sure if I understand the question, but I haven't really been posting much on my personal YouTube as much as of late. But my YouTube does have a lot of things that I've posted before. I do a lot of recaps on day trades, on months. I'm gonna just drop my YouTube there for you guys. It's in the chat there. Yeah, I do a lot of recaps, milestone moments, those type of things. I'll talk about trades here and there as well. My M&Q series is one I always recommend for people because it really does emphasize and role models the importance of discipline and all that. So Asia low at 37.1. Asia low is technically down here. Asia low is 30,028.75. Gold buys now for me. It seems like it wants to go up. Let's see. Is gold a buy for you now, my friend? What's gold doing? We are bouncing off a key level here, kind of forming this potential higher low at the level. It's possible. If we long, we probably would long towards 4502, potentially for like a first trim. 200 EMA will definitely be a spot. Globex is probably where I would close for sure. I would not push back that personally. I wouldn't feel good about longs personally too much. Again, you have to manage your expectation though. That's just my opinion, of course. Holy heck. Thanks, Big B. No problem, man. No problem, KG. Raj, what happened? What did I miss? Holy heck, what happened? Oh, we at 200 now? Oh, very good, guys. Very good. All right, give me a second, guys. I got to leave some instructions here. Hold on. I got my bro here dropping off bubble tea for me. Apparently, I will have sugar tonight. I'm live on stream right now, bro. Oh. You're hilarious. I'm like, who's knocking on my window, bro? It's a fresh car with fresh milk. Thanks, dude. All right, this is too funny, guys. You guys literally get to see this on stream. My boy literally dropped me off bubble tea. Apparently, I am having sugar tonight, guys. This is the Fu Men Tang. I don't know what this is. the bros got us, man. The bros got us. My wife is gonna kill me now that she's like, what? I thought you're not drinking sugar tonight. All right, sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh, Zach, Globex. Globex session is basically when the market opens for futures. So for us, that's 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks, Simon. You're hilarious, bro. Okay, sorry. Participating in giveaway. Thumbs up on stream. Okay, before I do that, hold on. I'm just going to read the chat here. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I catch up on all this before I start this giveaway. NQ, Dosha, we finally hit it. Oh, that's what you meant. How to handle losses. Okay, whatever questions you guys got, I will answer them later. So just pop it in the chat after this giveaway is done, because it's about to spam like crazy and I'm not going to be able to see it. Yeah, there's actually bubble tea places out here open till like midnight. So, all right. So thumbs up on stream and then type in enter. Okay, I gotta set the bot up here first, guys. Just hang tight. The bot's not set up yet, so don't spam the chat just yet. All right. Giveaway begins now. Let's go. Simon, if you're still in the chat, it's not too shabby. It's actually very interesting. The fresh taro tastes like it's a mixture of fresh taro and powdered taro. Choppity chop chop on the NQ, gang. We got 3 minutes left here before this giveaway is done, and we will then start sending out some accounts here. Let's see what the chart's doing here, man. Take a stab at gold trade here. See if we can get some follow through on shorts, maybe. Risky, risky. Let's see if we can get it though. We got about 2 minutes left until this giveaway is up. We have about 30 seconds left until this giveaway is up. $15 seconds. All right. We are going to pick a winner now, guys. We're going to pick a winner. So you guys can stop spamming the chat now because we are going to announce our winner of this 50K giveaway. The winner is Joey. Joey T. Are you there, my man? Joey T. You have won a 50K account. Joey, my man, are you there? Joey. I love how the OGs know my question now. It's true. Oh, there's the proof of life there. All right, Joey. This is my Instagram. Shoot me a DM, please. And I will send you the code for the 50K Traderify growth account. Congratulations, dude. How much write that word on giveaway? I'm not really too sure your question. But you only need to type it in the chat once, technically, if that's what you're referring to. So let's get another one. Let's see if we can get 300 thumbs up. Maybe we'll do another giveaway, gang. The T is kicking in. Oh, target hit. Let's go, guys. There goes another dub on gold, guys. What is that? That was about 900 bucks. Let's go. So let's talk about the short trade on gold, gang. Why did I short there? So I was looking at the NQ, but honestly, NQ was just like was just moving very slow. So earlier, someone on the chat made a comment about longs, and I said, you know what, I can see that because we have a potential higher low here, but obviously expectation is that I would probably see if we can trim in these areas. What made me want to take it was when I looked back at the chart after the fact, when I cycled through, I saw that this potential higher low was failing. And there's one of the things that we talk a lot about. I think Ron has probably mentioned them in his streams before. I know definitely Jake has mentioned it before. But we always say that if something is supposed to happen and it doesn't, it's a signal in itself. And so for me, it was like, you know what? I'm like, you guys already know, I'm a big old bear when it comes to gold. I've said that for weeks now, and I'm saying that even today too. So when we didn't get follow through on that on that trade to the upside, I took my shorts because I do think that we have the, as I mentioned earlier, we have the potential to come here and tag the New York low here. So, yeah, anyways, that was a nice 2 mini short trade, which was about 900 bucks. So far we've done a little bit under 1,200 bucks on NQ. We've done about a little bit under 900 bucks or 900 bucks on gold. So we're about 2,100 give or take on the given day on the session. That's 2 for 2 so far. Yeah, let's drop a thumbs up, gang. There's 300 of you guys. Welcome to Project 365, guys. Some of you guys are just rolling in for the first time. My name's Alan. I am Azheng Trades, previously known as Uchiha Trades. I streamed the pre-London session, and I'm here to talk charts. I like to trade NQ and gold, and for most time, more than anything, I am here to kind of just chat with the gang and answer questions in whichever way possible. So, where happened to my other thing here? Where's my thingy? Oh, there it is. I'll leave that there. And I should probably update this to 300 thumbs up. But yeah, I like the charts, man. If you guys have anything you guys want to ask, I'm more than happy here to answer those questions. Oh yeah, good point. I should probably switch my accounts. Hold on one second. Good reminder, my man. I gotta switch my account. There you go. There you go. Account switched. Thanks for reminding me, man. But anyways, yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to try to do what I can to provide some free education for the community. And yeah, just chat, man. Just chat. It was me and that trim you where USPT. Let me eat now. Learning, gotcha. Are you using 3-minute and 5-minute chart? No, high five. I'm using 2-minute and 5-minute right now. Thanks, Green Globe. Appreciate it, man. Do you trade only with prop firms or with your capital as well? Futures, I trade prop firms. The only time I trade self-capital is if I trade options. I don't trade futures on my own money. Mass Clutch, my first job ever when I was 14 years old was McDonald's. So I've been in the food industry since I could get my first job, basically. I learned to be passionate. I love eating. I love food. I think that like growing up super poor, food has always been like the thing that kind of created, joy and happiness. Like, the idea of like a good time and good vibes was good people, right? Good food, just spending time with each other, right? So, and then with my first job being in the food industry, I learned a lot about what it means to run a restaurant, be in the industry and all that. So big part of it was it was part of my life and I love it, man. Have a good night, Ali. Yeah, so for me personally, I like it a lot because I think that it caters to all kinds of different people, right? Whether you're low income, high income, I think everyone can agree that food is a happy place for a lot of us. So 44.85, 44.85. Nice. I'm glad you caught that. I'm glad you caught that. It's fair. Very valid for you to have held for that, man. Now we're coming down to the New York low on gold now. So we'll see how we react there. And by the way, for those who are just kind of hopping in here, that was what I drew earlier for what I would want to see. So we'll see where it goes. Nice job, Jason. I assume you shorted the NQ there. Beautiful. Joshua, let's go. Congratulations. I'm happy for you, man. A payout is worth celebrating. Payout's worth celebrating. We're about 62 thumbs up away from another giveaway account. Hey, D. Wartsy? Yeah, I stream. So for me, myself, I am the Project 365 pre-London session host. So I'm from Sunday to Thursday, assuming you're Pacific Standard Time. Or I guess it'd be Monday to Friday if you are the Eastern Time. But I stream the session 5 days a week for 2 hours. I am one of the hosts, one of 5 hosts. We actually stream basically pre-London, Asia, opening of New York, and also the Power Hour of New York. Joshua. Love it, man. Love it. Hey, Ron. Congrats, man. Love it. That's amazing. I don't trade the New York because Mr. Jake Ricci already does that. He's our host. He's the man of the hour. He's the main guy. We got about 35 minutes here left until London opens, gang. Just because someone brought up Tesla. I haven't looked at the Tesla chart in a very long time. What does Tesla look like these days? 433, eh? Crazy that we're back in this area. Just so you guys know, this channel that I have on Tesla, I've had this on the chart for like months now. I can't believe we're literally back in the spot again. This is insane. That's wild, man. That's wild. Interesting. Interesting. Anywho, just thought I'd peek in there. By the way, Alan, if you didn't realize, I changed my YouTube name. It's Josh from. Oh, oh, damn! I didn't realize that. I just thought you were another Josh, man. Sweet. Let's go, dude. Yo, you guys stop changing your YouTube name on me, man. How can I keep track of who you guys are? No, Tesla's not trading around, Jordan. The Tesla futures ticker is not out yet. I know, I was the only guy that knew that that was you. Daniel, I used to trade Tesla fairly similar to how I trade the chart today. I mean, I guess it's not completely the same, but because Tesla, technically speaking, when we look at it, it only trades during the RTH. It doesn't trade during the ATH hours, or at least not much. So before I would pretty much just use mainly the mastermind system with a few tweaks and nuances on my end. But yeah, not too much of a difference. I think where things have evolved greatly for me as a futures trader is that because there's more than just the New York session, I don't look at just one part of the session anymore. I look at everything, right? Which is why in the streams, I know I haven't said that in my recent streams lately, but in the early, the first few weeks, I was saying this over and over and over again, where I would mention that when it comes to trading the sessions, I'm always looking at every single session as a page in a book. And so every single page plays a role in the next trade, right? So I'm always looking at all sessions now compared to before. Bullish for NQ right now? Are you talking about intraday? If you're intraday, no, I'm not. No way am I bullish right now. Bullish on the overall bigger, larger time frame, yes. Mass clutch, man. I mean, I think that my thought process here would be assuming that you have really grasped price action and candles reading or bar by bar, whatever it may be, assuming that you're very comfortable trading on futures already, then maybe you should then give it a shot. But options is like it's hard, man. Like there's just so many variables to account for, and it really does create a lot of emotions because with options you could be right and be wrong at the same time still. Because of the Greeks, right? If a trade takes too long for it to move in your direction, especially if you're in 0-date expirations, you could still technically lose money or break even though you're technically moving in the direction that you're wanting to go, which gets a little tough, man. So Eric, whenever I trade, so I guess I'll answer both on two questions there. So when I used to trade Tesla, I would trade it on any given day, obviously, and I would always trade the existing week. So I wouldn't go next week expiration or anything like that. I would always trade the existing week. And then how I would size would be dependent upon how many days are left in the contracts. So if I was trading a 0-date expiration on Tesla, I definitely would size down to very, very small size. But if I was trading on like a Monday or Tuesday, then I'd be more willing to size up a little bit more just because I have more time to potentially hold the trade to work in my favor. If I were to pick strikes, generally speaking, I like to pick $2 strikes out at most, sometimes 3. But especially when I'm trading things like QQQ or SPY, I usually don't go further out than 2 strikes at a time. And with those, with SPY and QQQ, I would usually run 0-date expirations. I would rarely run next day expirations. Again, that's just personal preference and how I trade it. Yeah, theta will kill you. "30 minutes left until the London market opens." We're at 243 thumbs up at the moment, 57 thumbs up away until we do our next giveaway, assuming we have one. Apologies about that. Just have to check something quickly here. Josh, take it easy, man. You know what I always say, right? Don't let the arbitrary rules get the best of you. Anvar, why don't I stream the London? Because hours-wise, it doesn't work for me, man. If I streamed the London session, I basically wouldn't be sleeping at all. Because for me, London session is midnight, which means that I would, if I stream London for 2 hours, I would literally sleep for 1.5 hours, and then I would continue my day the next day. NQ starting to make its move down. Zach, are you still in your short trade on the NQ?
For I believe the one who truly understands and would know what to say to Obito is you, his friend, Kakashi.
Jason, let's go. Aye, nice. Zach just hit TP. Nice, guys. Gang's eating tonight. Gang's eating tonight. My man's in shorts on ES at 75.45, which is up here. Nice, man. Nice. That's a good short, man. Jason, good call, man. Close it up. You got your 2 wins on the day. Never overstay your welcome.
For I believe the one who truly understands and would know what to say to Obito is you, his friend, Kakashi.
All good, Mass Clutch. If you followed your plan, that's all you can ask for, man. You followed your plan. Biggest live payout yet. Jason, let's go, man. Congrats. I'm stoked for you. Nice, Zach. Take it easy, man. Have a good night. Yeah, TPT's goated, man. Trader Skeets, you're long. Are you long on the NQ? Do we want to scalp longs on gold? No, too risky. I'm not interested. I can see why someone would want to scalp gold, though, based on where we are. Yeah, Josh, 100%, man. Take baby steps and you get your way out of there, man. Yeah, Theo, that's the reason why I'm asking if he's long on NQ, because, like, I'm definitely not long on NQ. At least not right now. Nice. 1 hour gap on ES. Which gap we talking about, brother? Aussie, I agree with you on that one. Moneybag, what? You said 1 hour ES gap. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, are you looking at RTH? Is that what you're looking at? ETH definitely has no gap, so I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to. Interesting. I don't see that here right now. You think it will continue dropping, or can we see a reversal over a long run? If we're talking about NQ right now, terrified. I am looking for longs at some point. Just I would want to wait for us. I would like to see a long at Globex as a potential, but it doesn't mean we'll blindly just long there. We'll have to see what it does. Yeah, man, mass clutch. Take it brick by brick, man. Don't rush the process. Take your piece of the pie here and there. Build through your intraday trailing, and then once you're out of it, you're pretty much golden from there. Amen, man. It's a mentals game, man. You're totally psyching yourself out. The gap from last Friday, eh? Ah, I see. So what was your question, Moneybag? Are you asking if we think we can tag that? I mean, we technically held that gap spot on the most recent New York session. I mean, if we break beneath it, could we go lower? Yeah, I mean, I think that's very possible for us to. I think once we break through it, we'll have to look at the smaller time frames and see if we have an entry spot for something like that. Yeah, I can see that 100%. Sorry, my eyes are just getting really dry now. See you later, Green Globe. Let's take a look at what you're referring to. I assume you're talking about the NQ still. So the candle hasn't really closed just yet on the hourly. So let's see what he's saying. 1 hour broke the previous bar low. Right now it's a big red bar. It took a big red bar to break that low. Would a lower high from the entry be too risky? How do you feel about big bars wiping out the highs or lows? So, I mean, I think for this one, the hourly bar is not closed yet, so anything can happen, right? I think that's the first answer I would give. But I think more of the reason why I think that it's important that we tag Globex, because the Globex is a pretty key spot on even on the hourly chart, right? So I'd like to see us hold that and see if we can break upwards from there. Is essentially what I would want to look for. We did one of the giveaways, Yacht. We did one of them, yeah. Now we need to wait for 300 before I can do another one. Aman, don't worry, man. You and many traders out there could probably relate to each other on that one. It's not an easy game, man. Globex, it's not a new term. Globex is an opening print. It's when the futures market opens, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you think about it on the overall markets, there are different opening prices, right? Like we have the Globex opening at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We've got the Tokyo open at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got London that opens at midnight. So there's just different periods. Hey, no problem, Andrew. NQ is so glitchy. What do you mean, Willie? Aussie's right, man. Technical knowledge will get you in the game. Psychological and mentals is what keeps you in the game. Donnie Yang, I've never traded Forex. I can't even speak to that, but from what I heard, Forex is very unregulated, very dicey. So naturally, I would say, yeah, I think future sounds better. Really? Your candles, do they not look like mine right now, Willie? Yeah, I love the NQ, man. NQ is my bae, man. Definitely my go-to. "15 minutes before the London opens. We have about 35 thumbs up away before we do the giveaway." Learning, did you catch the long trade there off the New York low? Have a good night, Vernati. There you go. We got the move on gold there. That's nice. Would I consider shorting gold? Yeah, I still would. I still would. But you have to really see now, because now that we've tested the lows, I'm curious if we come back up and retest the levels up here, or if we are going to come back up and test near, I wouldn't say Globex, but probably up around the 4,500 area. But shorting is definitely still on the table for me. I wouldn't long gold right now personally. I don't feel good about it. I mean, I marked the gold long scalp earlier just because of where we were, but not something I'd take right now. Longs and NQ. Would this be worth a scalp? I'll scalp for fun. This is risky, by the way, guys. This is not a trade I would normally take. I just want to see what we do here. I always find it very interesting when we see bars like this happen, you know? Where we like take out the bar so fast with the next candle. This is not a trade that I would ever really advise anyone to take, though. $13 left. 30 thumbs up away from the next giveaway, gang.
This world shall know pain.
Previous day high, mass. Oh, do you now? I've never used volume profile before, Mass. But I hear a lot of good things about it, though. I think that's the beautiful thing about trading, man. You and I and many other traders can somehow come to the same conclusion, but we're trading completely different strategies and different thought process, right? So that's always cool. You know, honestly, Ron, this is out of the 3 trades I've taken tonight, this is definitely the riskiest one out of all of them. So it's also why I'm sized with 1 mini and I'm sized very tightly for this. I'd like to say that we should be able to get out of this trade whether I get stopped out or I hit my PT in the next few minutes here. I don't think... I'd be surprised if we're still chopping in this area leading into London Open. Anvar, this is a very low grade scalp trade right now, and I'm just using candle bar low with a very 1R kind of risk to this trade. Yeah, I've heard good things about both volume profile and heat map as well. Hey man, if you got yourself an edge there, man, stick to it. Whatever makes you money, right? That's good, man. See, that's the thing, right? There are so many successful strategies out there, man. Once you learn them, the key is just about being consistent and being able to have the right mentals to survive it. No, I wouldn't aim higher, to be honest, Danny. Not right now. I'm not interested in longs because I really, to be honest, I would very much like us to tag Globex before we move higher, so I would not shoot for too much. Even if it goes higher, great. I'm keeping my expectations low here. Yeah, intraday wise, the intraday session right now is weak. Price action level, yeah. I market structure, trends, ranges, indicator, additional conviction, those type of deal. I'm a bar fanatic. It's quite a few things, to be honest, that I go through. Seven minutes left here before the London market opens. How many thumbs up do we have for the day? 273. We're about 27 thumbs up away from the giveaway game. You're full porting shorts. Are you in them already? I don't know where your stop loss is, though. Would you enter that trade, Jonathan? I don't think you're wrong to go short. I just curious where your entry is. When was the last time I full ported? On an eval? I did it actually just a few weeks ago. I was on. What was I doing? I think I was on. I was on like a. Was it a workshop thing with my students? I think it was. And then like someone made a joke of like full port or something like that. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it on my funded, but I'll do it on an eval. So I like full ported 15 contracts. I'm from the west coast of Canada. I'm in Vancouver, man. 70s. Interesting. What made you short down there, man? You shorted pretty much right at a level area. Yes, I did win actually. Luckily, I won, but I mean it was on an eval, so it's like, eh. I mean, I don't mind full porting London Open with an eval if that's what you guys want me to do, just for the sake of it. Yeah, it was 15 minis on a 150k eval. 11:55. We have 5 minutes left till the London opens. We'll give it a sec. Moneybag told me to full port, so I'm gonna divert all accountability over to him. Arav, thank you, man. Way to go. Love it. Well, I guess I didn't get my follow through, gang. I'm gonna get stopped. There you go. Well, like I said, that was my lowest tier grade scalp trade, so it didn't work out. My man Jonathan, I know you're in shorts right now, so I really hope this works in your favor, my man. Hold on. I'm gonna prepare my full port account, guys. Give me a second here. It'll be an eval though, so I'm definitely not doing that to my funded. I'm not really too sure why that is. I'm not like, yeah, I have no idea what the whole why you can't hold for weeks and what have you. Okay, give me a second, guys. I gotta switch over here. Give me a second here. Switching over my account. All right. I'm ready for the full port, guys. Hmm. I prefer the 150Ks, generally, if you're asking me. Personally, that's what I like. Why does the person on your video thumbnail look different than you? Terrified. I hope that's a joke. Bad degen. They are really, man. They are really. But you know what? As this London market's about to open and I'm about to log off soon, I don't mind messing around with you, gang. Alright, London's opening now. Let's see. Longing this, guys. Full port, baby. This is one of those chat made me do it. I either hit PT or I get stopped out. Otherwise, after this, I'm done for the night, gang. There it is, guys. 4,500, just like that. Too funny, guys. Too funny. All right, guys. That's $1,500 on an eval. Take profit trade eval, as you guys can see here. That's a wrap, gentlemen. Ladies and gents. That's too funny. There's my full port of the night. Just so you guys know, I do not ever advocate to full port. That is not something I ever agree to. Just so you guys are aware, okay? It's not how we trade. I did that for fun with the gang at the very end of the night. That's all it was. I just want to make that very clear. I do not advocate for this behavior. But I'm done for the night with that, gang. I do gotta get going here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will. For all you guys, tune in tomorrow. Drop a subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a thumbs up on the stream here. But I will catch you guys tomorrow night, man. 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 a.m. Eastern Time. Have a good night, gang.